What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So Spektrum has released a monster of a radio. So I'll put a link down below in the description so you guys can go over there and check this out. This radio is going to run you at $6.99. So there'll be a link down there and you can look at some of the specification stuff on it. So I'm going to talk about a few of those in this video, and probably later on this week I'll get it running, and then I'll take this out for Super Speed Saturday. There's some functionalities on here I kind of wanted to show, and I'm going to test out this Saturday when I kind of do some speed tests with it. But when I say this thing is loaded, it really is loaded. I mean, it has a 10,500 milliamp LiPo battery, 250 model memory with it. It is compatible with your AVC and also MS6X receivers and stuff with it. It comes with a SR15 5-channel receiver, but this is a 6-channel radio with it. And of course, this is compatible with left and right hand people with the operation and stuff for that. And you can install a micro SD card in here, and it can actually take the memory from some of your other radios if you have that programmed in, and it'll feed right into here as well. But one of the more important things I thought was so interesting with this was it's got an Android operating system, or they kind of say Raspberry operating system. And I'm going to show that to you in this video too. And of course, it's programmable and it's a touch screen. So this thing is loaded. I mean, it's loaded with a lot of different features and stuff for it. And it does come in this nice little case that you guys see, so you can always put it back in this case and stuff. And I went ahead and I took this out already because I was looking at some of the functionality and stuff of it before I started on this video. So let me go ahead and let me move all this stuff over so you can see some of the stuff that you get with this, and then we'll go over some of the specifications of the radio. All right, guys, pulling this out, you see everything that you have here. Of course, you get your instruction manual. I do recommend you taking a few minutes and going through this, and this is offered in a couple of different languages here. Of course, English is going to be the very first page on there, but just familiarize yourself with this and go through it. And then you're going to get several things here. So here's going to be your USB-C cord that's going to be right there. Then you also get a couple of things. You get some steering adapters. So this is going to be 32 degrees and 5 degrees. That's going to be there. And then in this little bag here, you're going to get some softer and stiffer steering springs. So they're kind of tiny up in there. So don't lose this bag. I don't think it's something that you don't need there for that. And then also right here, you're going to get some door covers if you're going to go left-handed and stuff with that. So these are going to be covers to use on the other side of the radio there. This is going to be your receiver that you receive with it. And this right here is going to be a smaller steering wheel for your radio. So there is one that's installed on it, but this one's going to be a little bit smaller with that. So I'm going to put all this aside because I know what you guys want to see, just like me, is going ahead and starting this radio up. There you guys see there, the radio is going to power up. Like I said, it's going to take about 30 seconds, probably on a code start or code boot for it. But what I think is interesting is that how this is compatible with the radio and stuff, that they have this Android interface on here with this. And when this fires up, you'll see it'll always have these 4 icons that are on there. But I did go ahead, and I'll show you this in just a second. I did go ahead and install an app on here because you guys know that I do Super Speed Saturdays here. And with this, I went ahead and installed my GPS app on there. So I'll be utilizing that more than I would just bringing my phone around. So now I have something that I can utilize for that as well. So going back to this screen, so I don't know actually how many screens you actually get on. You probably get several of them, but I just went ahead and installed it on. I don't plan on using this like I would my phone, but I will have several apps on here. And of course, I went ahead and installed and connected this to my Wi-Fi here. So you swipe down there, and there you guys see there, I went ahead and have my Bluetooth enabled, and I have it connected to my Wi-Fi there. They have a battery save mode that you guys see there, airplane mode, do not disturb mode, and they got a quick share if I want to share some data from one of my other phones to this application or this device as well with that. So going back here, clicking down here, and of course you can synchronize if you have Gmail, your Gmail and stuff with this as well. And then of course you can access the internet too once you get this connected up. And you guys will see this come up right there. So it's literally like having a mini phone attached, or a mini tablet kind of attached to your radio. So that's going to come up there, and you guys will see that there. So got a couple of notifications coming up because there I have YouTube already connected to it. So we're going to go back to this home screen there. And when you click on that to open up the application, this is going to be the interface that you see for this. So it's going to have several features, not several, it's going to have a lot of features in here. I was trying to go through them all, but I probably won't cover them all in this video, but I will over time as I especially get this installed in other vehicles, when I get some other receivers and stuff and get those installed in other vehicles. But you guys see here some of the functionality for it. This is going to be the main interface for it with it there. And to go over to some other screens, you can just swipe there. Now, when you swipe over, you can actually scroll up and down too. So the functionality is really good with this too. And then, of course, this is where you can go into doing some of your adjustability with this particular radio here with that. You can adjust your steering, of course, with that. And to go back, there's either going to be hitting that back button down there, which we will go back and click on dashboard, and it'll bring you back to the dashboard there. So with that, that's going to be some of the throttle steering responses. Then you're going to have your throttle and brake and stuff there. You can do adjustments for that. I mean, this thing has a lot of adjustments. So whether you're racing, you're bashing, you're crawling, or with the boat, you can program all those vehicles with this one radio, which I think is going to be great for a lot of people that don't like carrying around radios and stuff for every car with that. Going down here, of course, you got some alerts. And then you got your audio events and stuff here for that. You can set all that up. We're just going to go back here. And then here, you'll see where you can do some of your binding, which will do that to this other receiver. And we'll get running in another video with that. And then, of course, you have your drive modes and stuff for that, too, with that. And you can add drive modes in there with that. You guys can see that there. Going ahead and clicking this back button. And then you have your LED lights where you can do some adjustments. It does have these lights that are going to be there on the side for it. And they do talk about a lot of adjustments you can do for that too with that. And you can change the color there with that. You guys see that? Just tapped on that and you can tap on this and change the different colors of that and get that saved up in there. And you guys see that turn green there on the side. So tap that again. And if we want it to go blue, click that and click save. And there you guys see that there for that. So we'll leave that at kind of this bluish purple right now. So we'll go back to the dashboard with that. And scrolling down, like I said, it's got a lot of stuff on here, guys. It really, really does. And scrolling over here, you'll see some of your settings and stuff for your throttle and then also for your steering and stuff as well once you kind of get all that set up for it with that. So going back to the dashboard, you can also access the dashboard here at the very top up here. We'll just click on here. And we'll go to the setup and drive modes here. So you have several different drive modes. I showed that to you earlier. Let's go back. And I think I want to look at the throttle stuff. There is some adjustments you can do for your throttle curve. As you guys see there, you can do adjustments to your throttle curve there with that. And I know some people utilize that. So this is a radio, like I said, for racers, for bashers, for crawlers, and just for general running if you wanted to have a radio just compatibility for everything. So here's some of the functionality of the adjustments and stuff for that. Traction control, you see the ABS and stuff in there. And even the servo speed, that's actually pretty interesting that you can make that adjustment for the servo screen and stuff as well with this. So going back up here, we're going to go back here to the main screen and going back to the dashboard. So that's going to be some of the basic functionalities for this. Of course, it has a battery indicator and stuff there. But what I want to show you guys is some of this features on here as far as, let's say, YouTube's concerned. So we can click on here and we'll have some of the different screens that I had already opened up. And I was just kind of going through a couple of things here. But I want to show you what YouTube and all that looks like on here. All right, y'all, I'm pulling this up. I just wanted to show this. I thought this was pretty cool to have this feature on here. I got YouTube already installed, and I went ahead and signed into my account. And you can play videos, too. So I can see someone actually utilizing this to learn how to do backflips. Let me pause this. All right, skipping those commercials because, you know, sometimes YouTube is a flag and stuff. But it's pretty cool that I can actually access YouTube. If I can see people using this, possibly learn how to drive. Maybe they're out, they want to play some music, or learn how to do backflips, or whatever it may be for it. Of course, you can toggle between that and have this as full screen too, as you guys will see this coming up right there with that. So I thought that was just pretty cool. I don't know. That's just me. Sometimes I'm kind of a techie guy to see just innovation products and stuff. So y'all, that's going to be a quick look at this. I'm going to install this on a vehicle this week, and I want to try some of this functionality with the launch control and some of the features that are on this particular radio. And I also want to try my GPS too. I want to see how that functionality works, that way I ain't got to carry around another phone or anything like that. So anyway, put your comments down below. There's going to be, like I said, a link below in the description if you guys want to go check this out and find out a little bit more for this. It's going to be the price and everything for it as well. So, and don't forget to like, subscribe, put your comments down below what you guys think about this, and stay tuned for the next video. As always, I appreciate you watching.